Pump it up, pump it up.
Trae.
Come on, come on.
With Trae.
Pump it up, pump it up.
It's the day with Trae.
This is the day to gain inspiration, to make a positive change in the nation. We're inviting you to partake in conversation, to raise your vibration. It's the day that we will all celebrate all of our peeps that make this thing elevate. Watch the negative fade away, cause it's the day with Trae.
Grand Rising, everyone. Welcome to the Day with Trae. I'm your host, Trae Holiday. I want to welcome you all to a terrific Tuesday, y'all. Really excited for my guests who are in the building today. We got Yvey of Yvey Salon coming up first, and we're going to be talking about not only a bit more about his salon. Y'all may have seen him the first time he was here, but we're also going to be talking about an upcoming event that he has going on with another brand that's amazing with Tony Vincente, also known as Rossario George, which is his brand. We're going to be talking all about the amazing collaboration of these two brands and the event that they are putting on together. But of course, before we get into it, y'all, it is the top of the show, so it's a perfect time to tag and share this show right here. However you're watching it, just share it with people who you feel could benefit from a daily dose of dopeness right here on The Day with Trae. You know, if you can't watch our TV show, don't even worry about it, because I promise you, we got you covered, y'all. You can also listen to us as a podcast anywhere you find your favorite podcast. Just search Converge Media Network and The Day with Trae. You'll find me on whichever platform is your favorite. Huge shout out to our podcast team for helping to make sure that it's always there and available to all of you. And I want to give a huge shout out to all of our listeners as well. We appreciate y'all all over the world listening to The Day with Trae. That's what it's about. We know inspiring stories, doesn't matter where you're from, they can always inspire you. So thank you so much for tuning in. Well, up first, y'all, today we got Yvey in the building. We're going to be talking about his salon and about this upcoming event. What's up, Yvey?
Trae, I'm so happy to see you, to be here today. How are you?
Good. It's good to see you again.
Same here.
Well, this is exciting because you said, look, this is the show for you. Anytime you got something going on, come back and tell us about it. So I just thank you for doing that. Before we get into this event, for those who may not have seen the first interview we got to do, tell us a little bit about Yvey Salon.
You know, Yvey Salon is a place where you feel loved, you know, you feel beauty, and you feel heard as well. So Yvey Salon is located in Capitol Hill. So, and I did that intentionally, where once you walk into the door, you know that you're gonna be at your own element, you know. So it's a place that welcomes everyone from different paths of life. And I think, you know, beauty, it's something that we all have to see it, feel it at some point. So that's what Yvey Salon is. So, and that's what I love to do, sharing that gift.
Well, I'm so glad that you do and that you love what you do. Is so important, especially when you're dealing with clients on a one-on-one basis and you got them in your chair and they're like, man, help me out here, right? Like there's something very intimate about that. So you've got to have that good energy when you're connecting with folks like that. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I always say, if you're touching my scalp and all up by my brain, I need your energy to be right before you be touching on me. That's important. So I love that you talk about this being a place where people can feel that love. That intentionality is important. Well, you've been also partnering with folks in the community. Tell us about some of these partnerships, and particularly this one you have with Rossario George.
You know, I've been admiring Rossario George for a while now. You know, we kind of cross paths in many different shows, but it was something about him. You know, I remember we were doing a show together for this great cause. You know, I was doing my thing, he was doing his thing, but you know, we keep coming at each other with love, you know, and respect. And you know, one day he acknowledged me, and I said, you know, it's interesting you did that, because it's been in my mind, like I've been wanting to get together with you so we can sit and talk, because I feel like I understand what you're doing. As a hairstylist, sometimes there are confusions how you collaborate with like designers, and you got to be able to complement what they create, And I feel like, I mean, it's a genius behind what he does, and with my expertise in the beauty industry, like the hair, and I feel like what a beautiful compliment when me and him we sit to create something. And this show, and that's what it's about, So I'm very excited about this show, and and also we gotta have a certain level of respect for creators, and that's how that's how I look at Rosario George.
Yeah.
So I hope everybody tune in on June 15th for this show.
Well, you just brought it right to it because I mean, ultimately, I always love when collaborations make sense, and especially when they provide a greater benefit to community or those who are going to attend. Because you have two fantastic brands coming together to collaborate. We know you're doing, the hair. You got that covered. We're going to be talking to Tony later about his brand. But tell us some of the ways that you poured into this event and what you want people to get from it.
I mean, this show again, like we're creating a platform, where maybe other hairstylists like myself can be on stage and express their creativity that way. We have some guests, that's gonna come on to do some demos, and I think that's the part that I'm excited to see as well, and I will be doing my thing. You know, Again, fashion show, sometime for me, my experience with in a fashion show, it brings a certain energy to the city, and as me and Rosario, when we discuss about what kind of show we want to bring to Seattle, we want to bring something different. We want to bring something with elegance, and we want to bring something that gives hope. And behind that, there's some level of humility in what we do. Because, as much as we want to create beautiful things, but we beautifying humanity while we're doing it. And that's what I think when you show up to this show, there's a lot of things to see. It's not just artists who's just creating. We're creating with a purpose. We're bringing Seattle on the map. We're giving hope to upcoming hairstylists, upcoming designers and stuff. So yeah, that's what's important about this show.
Well, it's interesting that you mention it because I think the more and more creative explosion we have here, the more we can constantly showcase the brilliance we have within Seattle. But we need shows, we need events sometimes to be able to do that, right? Like everyone doesn't walk through one person's doors. And so it sometimes breaks up the opportunity to experience that greatness. But when you put it together in a show and you open up the doors and tell folks to come,
Yes.
that then makes people go, okay, like that's how they get to learn about so many different brands, right?
Exactly. I mean, for me, coming from where I come from, it's I want to be that living, role models, to, maybe a kid from Haiti, a kid from, Africa, or a kid here, I mean, the industry that I'm in, it's, there's a lot to learn. And I feel like people can look at me and say, okay, if he can do it, I can do it too. And that's why myself in the city, I make myself available, to people with that dream too, to be able to bring it into light. And again, this show is about that,
Yeah.
And I said it before, my passion is not alone, it's not alone. And if it is, the only way I can pay it back is just sharing it, bring it to a stage where I can inspire other, people like me,
Yeah. And
So-
that's all that matters. I mean, at the end of the day, you never know who you may touch in that audience, right? But you're opening up the opportunity for them to come and see with this amazing fashion and beauty show. Before I let you go, I got to give you time to plug it. We're going to plug it twice today because we got the whole takeover. Go ahead, look right there and let them know how they come to this amazing show right there.
Yes, so grab your tickets, Eventbrite. Also, you can go to RosarioGeorge.com, Yvey.com. You can tap into my Instagram at Yvey the Stylist, YVEYTHESTYLIST, and you get all that information. I'm waiting for you. Come see a beautiful show. You know, you don't want to wait at the last minute. Tickets are going fast, and you know, I would dislike that if you miss out on not getting your ticket early enough. So yeah, and I also would like you guys to be a part of this show too. You know, we'll have you guys covered. Come experience the show with us.
Well, this is exciting. Thank you for the invitation. Y'all, I mean, I'm telling you, thank you so much, Yvey, for coming, and thank you for bringing this show together.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys at this show.
Well, this is one of those shows, y'all, fashion and beauty combined. You're definitely going to experience some of everything here. So you want to get your tickets today. Up next, after this break, I actually get to talk to Tony Vincente, Mr. Rossario George himself. Y'all don't want to miss this amazing story. Stay tuned. You're watching The Day with Trae.
Hello, welcome to Elite Insights with Carlos Imani. We're looking to offer an in-depth look at event production industry through the lens of client experiences and joint successes. The podcast will emphasize guest interviews, focusing on client discussing their fields and reflecting on their collaboration with Elite Collective. Again, you're with Elite Insights. Carlos Imani here. See you guys in a few.
Looking for laughs? Looking for love? Fast-talking Figaro has got you covered. Toe-tapping melodies, lively staging, and colorful costumes. Don't miss The Barber of Seville, May 4th through 19th at McCall Hall. Tickets at seattleopera.org.
Welcome back, everyone, to The Day with Trae. I'm your host, Trae Holiday. I now have the pleasure of talking to Tony Vincente, or Mr. Rosario George himself. Hi.
How are you, Queen?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Such a pleasure and honor to be here with you.
Well, you're looking fantastic.
So are you.
Look, you and Yvey came through today. You know, this is something that's really exciting to me to start talking about brands. I mean, clearly your brand is known for elegance and for style. Tell us about your beginnings. What got you into the world of fashion?
You know, it's so funny. I told this story multiple times, and it just makes me feel like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm here. But it all started with me doing art, just regular paintings, and they were selling. And being a marketer, decided to take that to a next level, and I created like home accessories, and they kind of took off. And a company by the name of Shop Vita reached out to me and said, hey, we like your design style. would you be interested in doing clothing for us? And I was like, okay, never did anything like that. And I became their top seller.
Wow.
Yeah. And it just made me realize, okay, why don't I try it myself? And 6 years later, we've been in over 100 plus magazines around the world. I was just nominated for the Rising Star Award with the Fashion Group International. Wow. Graced the cover of Entrepreneur magazine and was named Iconic Trailblazer of 2024 by CIO Today magazine.
Wow.
So
I mean, come on now. I mean, those are not small accolades. Those are big deals.
Yeah.
And honestly, I feel like there's something to be said when you can stay true to your style. Tell us a bit about staying firm on your own aesthetic.
Well, my style isn't about trends. It's creating an emotion. What I create, I love hearing people like Carmen Best, who's a client of mine, call me at like 9 o'clock at night saying, you know what, Tony, I put on this outfit and I feel empowered. I am so happy to be in Rossario George. And that's what my style is. It's not a fashion piece, it's an emotional piece. And to me, that's what the beauty of being in fashion is all about. We can create all day, but the fact of the matter is it making people happy? And that's what Rossario George is about.
Well, it's important too that you know that, because you got to have something firm, right?
Yes.
We know the world of fashion is vast and there are a lot of people flooding into it, right? Pouring into it. I think now with the rise of technology, we have more people who are independent designers that are also bringing their own brilliance to the industry overall. So it's great to hear this. But you have clearly, Yvey was just talking about like, man, I have so much respect for Rossario George and everything that you've been putting together. Tell us more about how folks have been able to experience your designs.
Absolutely. We do the rounds. We do the runway shows. We were in Couture and Cars. We were doing the first ever show at the Museum of Flight, Fashion in Flight. I did my own solo show, and here we are now. This year, we're going to be doing something that Seattle's never done on this caliber, and it's going to be the Evolution Fashion and Beauty event. I say event, not a show, because this is an experience. And I'm so excited to be a part of that experience.
Well, I'm so glad that you're pouring your brilliance into it, because for me, I love me some unique pieces, right? And people ask me all the time, man, where do you sell yourself? I mean, do you have a stylist? And I was like, I just love clothes, right? So I just love putting my stuff together in wonky kind of ways. And then it started resonating. And I never experienced, like, as growing up, I was a tomboy, And of course we loved the name brands and all that, but then I evolved as an adult to really understand the unique nature of one-of-a-kind pieces and how to incorporate them into my everyday wardrobe. So I'm grateful for you, because now I'm gonna be tapping in and y'all gonna be seeing me in some Rossario George soon enough. So tell us about what folks can expect from this amazing event.
Absolutely. So as soon as you walk through the door at the Metropolitan, that's where we're hosting the event, you're going to see a bazaar of other individuals who are fashion designers, artists, beauty specialists, skincare. It's going to be something for everyone. And then when you finish shopping through the bazaar, you're going to walk into the doors. You're going to see a New York style runway. The chairs on both sides. The runway is going to be long and fantastic. And you're going to have fantastic foods and different cocktails you're able to get. It's an event. We wanted to do something that is more than just a fashion show. It's more than a beauty show. It's something that people can experience. And I'm so excited to bring that into Seattle. And to work with Yvey is just a blessing. We're almost like one mind. So when we come up with some type of creative idea, it's almost like synchronicity. We know what's going to happen next, And I think this is going to provide not only a great platform for us, but a great platform for the hair masters that are going to be showing. I mean, they got some really fantastic things planned. And not to mention, the fashion show is going to be something no one's done in Seattle. I created 3 specific collections, 3 mini collections just for this show.
Wow.
Yeah, so you're going to see the first collection, which I call Faster Pussycat, because it's, you know, all black leather and it's for like the fierce female. And then the second collection is just red. It's one of my favorite colors, and the whole collection is just different beautiful shades of red. And then last but not least is our honey collection, which is going to be our signature collection going this year all the way to 2026.
Wow.
And with that honey collection, there's also a little surprise as well. So I said I created 3 collections, but exclusively here, I'm also showcasing another one.
Whoa.
And that's going to be our couture collections going into 2024, 2026.
Wow. Oh my gosh. I mean, this is an explosion of creativity and brilliance.
Thank you.
You know, I was asking Yvey, you know, you're talking about bringing something Seattle hasn't seen.
Yes.
I love the fact that Seattle is becoming more and more known, not only because we used to be like, oh, Seattle's so eclectic, there's so many different things there. But when people think about some of the things that are known in industry, Seattle doesn't always pop up, right?
Right.
And so I love that it's going to be the same style that you can see in a fashion show in New York. You know,
Yes.
people who are in fashion are accustomed to that, and we need to be able to provide more and more of that. But I also love that you have this plethora of designs that you're showing, all of these collections.
Yes.
When you think about what you want people to walk away with when they come to this fantastic event, tell us some of those things that you really want to resonate on the hearts and minds of those who are there.
I want them to take with them what the show is about, which is the evolution of fashion, the evolution of hair, the evolution of beauty. Because what you see in front of you now should not be what you see tomorrow. So I want to take away that experience where individuals come in, they have a fantastic time, and they take away different ideas and also some discounts and everything from Rossario George, because I want everybody shopping there.
I know that's right. Well, that's definitely reason to be there.
Yes.
Of course, I got to give you time and space now to look right here. If folks are trying to come to this fantastic event,
Yes.
or if they're just trying to shop Rossario George, look right here. Let them know how they do that. This camera right there.
Absolutely. So please visit RossarioGeorge.com, and that's RossArio George.com. You can take a look at all the fashions that I have available. After the show, you'll be seeing the full collections available as well. You can also get your tickets to the Evolution Fashion and Beauty Show. And I expect everyone in Seattle who loves fashion, who loves beauty, who loves hair, who's just stylish, get your behinds there.
Right. Thank you so much. It's been a pure pleasure having you here today.
Absolutely my honor. Trae, I love you. Thank you, sweetie.
Yeah. Look, I'm telling y'all, this is what it's all about, right? Seattle has some phenomenal folks here who are putting together amazing opportunities for you to explore the world of fashion and beauty. Make sure you get your tickets today. I'm going to wrap it all up right after this short break. Stay tuned. You're watching The Day with Trae.
Ballet's greatest comedy, Coppelia, returns to Pacific Northwest Ballet. Perfect for all ages, Coppelia delights with dazzling dancing and magnificent music played by the PNB Orchestra. Seven performances only. Visit pnb.org for tickets.
Let's start the show. Welcome back. It is the Hot Stove Show. Aaron Goldsmith.
Don't scratch the paint again.
Yeah, gotta get a better rod to work.
Mariners baseball, Trident's up.
Shotgun.
Not a chance.
Welcome back to the Day with Trae, y'all. I'm your host, Trae Holiday. What a great Tuesday. You know, for me, as I was just sharing, I just love to be able to put amazing different types of outfits together. And if you're someone who's like, I'm not sure, I don't know what looks good on me, get to this phenomenal event. You know, when you can be in space with folks who are creating these brilliant looks, oftentimes you walk away with a bit more insight about some of the things that work well on your body, maybe for your body type, your skin tone. There's a lot of different things that you can learn and glean from by being in the right spaces with amazing designers and folks who are in fashion and beauty. If you're someone like me who just loves getting dope pieces, you definitely also want to get there. So go to RosarioGeorge.com, get your tickets today. Huge shout out to my guests, Yvey and Rosario George himself. I'm telling y'all, this for me was a fantastic time because I love diving in to the niche markets that we have here. And y'all know I'm always about getting something dope. So I'm looking forward to this amazing event. But they also inspired me, and I want y'all to be inspired. You know, when you find your pathway, as Tony Vincente was saying himself, look, I didn't know I was going to be in the world of fashion, but here I am because I started off as an artist, loving my art. You never know where a path may lead you. As long as you take that first step, get on your journey, whatever it is that you're here to celebrate and be for others. Trust me, you are so rewarded when you do that. And then you also allow others to be rewarded because we get to not only buy your works and your products, but we get to experience your brilliance. So be inspired, y'all, to also be a part of the solution. Well, for me, until tomorrow at 11 a.m., y'all, as always, peace.
Converge Media produces culturally relevant content for Black and urban audiences. Our coverage is raw, transparent, and objective, praised by community leaders, government officials, and residents. Support Converge Media today via Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal at Converge Media.